Trevor Mann, better known to the wrestling world as Ricochet, was born on October 11, 1988, in Alton, Illinois. From a young age, he found himself captivated by the fast-paced world of professional wrestling, a universe where athleticism and storytelling came together in a way that inspired him to imagine a future inside the squared circle. Growing up in modest surroundings, Trevor was no stranger to hardship, but he carried within him and the development of an acrobatic style that would later set him apart. His early years on the independent circuit were defined by grit and resilience, often competing in smaller promotions where the pay was low and the crowds were intimate, but every match brought him closer to his dream. By pouring himself into his craft, he built a reputation for being fearless and inventive, a young man willing to push the limits of what was possible in professional wrestling, even before he was recognized by major promotions. Rise through the independent circuit. Trevor's rise through the independent wrestling world came at a time when audiences were beginning to seek out new styles of performance, craving speed, agility, and spectacular moves that made them question the limits of human capability. Wrestling under the ring name Ricochet, he quickly became a name to watch, dazzling fans in promotions such as Dragon Gate, Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, and Lucha Underground. His ability to seamlessly blend martial arts strikes with breathtaking aerial maneuvers brought him not just attention, but also admiration from peers who recognized how much he was revolutionizing modern wrestling. Ricochet wasn't simply executing moves, he was creating moments that audiences would never forget, such as gravity-defying dives and innovative sequences that went viral across the wrestling community. This reputation made him one of larger companies that could offer him a grander stage. The years of travel, sacrifice, and performing in front of both small and large crowds shaped him into a resilient competitor, someone who knew that every risk he took in the ring was part of building the foundation for a legacy he wanted to leave behind. Transition to WWE and global recognition. When Ricochet officially signed with WWE, it was the culmination of years of hard work, dedication, and sacrifices that had defined his journey. Fans who had followed him since his independent days celebrated the news, knowing that his unique in-ring style would bring something fresh to the biggest wrestling company in the world. In WWE, he quickly made his presence felt, thrilling audiences with his speed, precision, and aerial artistry. Matches against top-tier opponents allowed him to showcase why he was one of the most exciting performers of his generation, and he developed a loyal following of fans who admired both his athleticism and his humility. Winning championships in WWE solidified his place on the global stage, proving that he could adapt to the demands of a company that emphasized both character and performance. Yet even amid success, Ricochet often found himself navigating the challenges of a demanding schedule, constant travel, and the physical toll that wrestling takes on the body. His journey in WWE was filled with high points, but also underscored by the inevitable challenges every performer faces when trying to maintain relevance in an industry that constantly reinvents itself. Injury, struggles, and physical setbacks. As with any professional wrestler who pushes his body to the limits, Ricochet has faced his share of injuries and physical setbacks. His style, built around high-risk maneuvers and fast-paced sequences, left him vulnerable to strains, sprains, and more severe issues that required time away from the ring. Fans often remarked that while his athleticism was awe-inspiring, it came at a cost, and Ricochet himself has admitted in interviews that the body does not recover as quickly as it once did. In recent years, rumors about nagging injuries surfaced more frequently, including reports of shoulder pain and recurring back issues linked to the strain of his acrobatic repertoire. While not every rumor was accurate, There was truth in the fact that Ricochet had to adjust his training, working more carefully on strength and conditioning to prevent further long-term damage. His current health status reflects both resilience and caution as he continues to perform at a high level while taking steps to protect his future in wrestling. These injury concerns have sparked conversations about how long a performer with his style can realistically maintain such a demanding pace, but Ricochet's determination to evolve has kept him in the fight, adapting his arsenal to ensure longevity. Accident rumours and public speculation. In addition to the injuries that come naturally with his career, Ricochet has also been the subject of rumours involving potential accidents outside of the ring. Earlier in 2024, whispers began circulating across social media that he had been involved in a car-related incident while travelling between shows, though no official confirmation was ever provided. The speculation fueled concern among fans who worried about his health and safety, especially given his already demanding schedule and history of physical wear and tear. While some of these rumours were exaggerated or unverified, they highlighted just how closely fans and media monitor the personal lives of professional wrestlers, often blurring the line between reality and speculation. Ricochet has maintained a relatively private stance on such matters, choosing not to feed into gossip, but he has at times acknowledged the challenges of balancing a personal life with the expectations of a global audience. These accident rumours, whether grounded in truth or not, revealed how much his fanbase cares about him, as concern often outweighed curiosity, showing the deep connection between performer and supporter. Financial pressures and career crossroads. Beyond physical health, Ricochet has also faced challenges on the financial front, a reality that many professional wrestlers encounter once the spotlight dims or contracts shift. While his WWE tenure provided stability and mainstream recognition, the nature of the wrestling business means that financial security is never guaranteed, particularly when injuries or creative decisions impact the number of opportunities available. Rumours of financial strain surfaced in late 2023 and into 2024, significant personal expenses, while also navigating the uncertainty of his wrestling future. Transitioning to All Elite Wrestling in August 2024 brought a fresh start and new opportunities, but the adjustment period also highlighted the financial pressures that come with career changes. Balancing personal responsibilities, including providing for his family, with the demands of maintaining his lifestyle as a professional athlete required careful planning. Ricochet's openness about the ups and downs of wrestling income has made him relatable to fans who admire his honesty and his ability to continue performing at a high level. Even amid financial uncertainty, demonstrates his resilience in facing challenges head-on. Recent fight highlights and in-ring status. Despite the concerns about his health and financial situation, Ricochet has continued to deliver memorable performances in the ring, proving that his passion for wrestling remains as strong as ever. His recent matches in AEW have showcased a slightly more measured style, blending the high-flying maneuvers that made him famous with a stronger emphasis on strikes and technical wrestling. This evolution reflects his awareness of the physical toll his earlier style took on his body, and fans have praised him for demonstrating both adaptability and creativity. His most recent fights have been marked by competitive storytelling and emotional intensity, with Ricochet often positioned as the underdog who refuses to quit, even when faced with overwhelming odds. These performances have reassured fans that despite the rumours of injuries and financial hardship, Ricochet remains committed to his craft, and current in-ring status reflects a blend of experience, maturity, and the same breathtaking athleticism that first brought him to prominence, showing that he continues to evolve while staying true to his roots. Health issues and current well-being. Ricochet's health remains a point of focus for both fans and industry insiders, as the demands of professional wrestling continue to test his limits. While rumours have circulated about more serious health problems, his current status suggests that he is managing his body carefully, working closely with trainers, physical therapists, and medical staff to maintain peak condition. His resilience is evident in his ability to return from injuries and continue competing at a high level, but he has also been candid about the realities of aging in a profession that demands constant physical exertion. At 36 years old, Ricochet understands that he must listen to his body and adapt his approach to ensure long-term well-being. This has included scaling back certain risks, modifying training routines, and focusing more heavily on recovery strategies such as physiotherapy and nutrition. Fans have noticed the changes, but many respect his commitment to ensuring he can continue performing without jeopardizing his future health. While concerns about his body's durability remain, Ricochet's proactive approach to his well-being demonstrates maturity and foresight, qualities that may ultimately allow him to extend his career, personal life, and support system. Outside of the ring, Ricochet's personal life has provided stability during times of uncertainty, particularly through his relationship with Samantha Irvin, whom he married in 2025. Samantha, known for her role as a WWE announcer, has been a constant source of encouragement and understanding, offering him both emotional support and a shared perspective on the demands of the wrestling industry. Their relationship, built on mutual respect and a deep appreciation for each other's careers, has been celebrated by fans who admire the couple's chemistry and public warmth. Ricochet's role as a father has also added meaning to his life outside of wrestling, grounding him with responsibilities and joys that go beyond the squared circle. Having a family to provide for and share his journey with has given him perspective during times of injury and financial stress, motivating him to push forward despite obstacles. This balance of personal and professional life reflects Ricochet's evolution not just as a wrestler, but as a man who values the importance of love, family, and stability in a career often defined by unpredictability, legacy, and future outlook. As Ricochet looks toward the future, his legacy in wrestling is already well established, but the story is far from complete. Known for redefining what was possible in the ring, he has inspired a generation of performers who grew up watching his gravity-defying moves and fearless style. Yet beyond the highlights, his journey also speaks to perseverance, resilience, and the ability to adapt in the face of setbacks. Whether navigating injury rumors, financial uncertainty, or the pressures of a constantly changing industry, Ricochet has remained steadfast in his commitment to wrestling, while also preparing for life beyond the ring, potentially in roles such as coaching, mentoring, or even expanding into entertainment projects that utilize his charisma. For now, his focus remains on giving everything he has to AEW, building new rivalries, and continuing to deliver moments that remind audiences why they fell in love with Ricochet in the first place. His legacy will not just be measured in titles or accolades, but in the way he captured imaginations and proved that with passion and persistence, even the loftiest dreams can take flight.